Welcome once again to your girl Princess Clitin on Real Inspiration. We get to unleash the real you with practical real life stories that happen all around you so you can be able to make informed choices and take informed decisions so your life gets to be better and we bring about social change. Yes, when one person is changed, the entire society gets the benefit of it. So today, what are we talking about? Jungle justice. Jungle justice. It's so bad. We might talk about it for a while, but today I want to take it to this angle. Have you ever been in a scenario where you see someone who did something, or they supposedly thought the person did something and they were beating them, there's a crowd hitting, people are stoning and everything? Have you seen that before? Did you partake in it? If you did, you really need to ask God for forgiveness, seriously, because it's just crazy. This was triggered by a video I watched, and I've heard several stories, I've read about several stories where people ganged up to beat a particular individual because they thought all those scenarios were errors. They thought the person stole, or the person took something, or the person did something that they didn't do. This is my question. So someone stole a phone, or someone stole money. What's the best thing to do? Search them up. And if you find the money, good and fine. If you don't, they're not the ones. But it gets so bad that some people don't even do any check at all. And they just go beating you up, screaming, thief, this, that, and every other person around the area just joins the crew. This girl was beaten black and blue. And she wasn't even the person who took the phone. The lady didn't even have her phone on her. It's so bad. This is what happened. She came to buy, and when she finished buying, she sat and was eating, and then the lady just turned and remembered that her phone is not around. So she looked around the table. She didn't see the phone on there. She told the guy who was sitting at the back, also eating. The guy said he didn't see any phone and everything. So they just suspected that it should have been the lady who just bought last. And they started asking her, questioning her, and she was trying to defend herself, and she was saying she didn't take any phone, she didn't do nothing. And they just started beating her up, and people just joined from the street. They just joined and they were beating her up. And all of a sudden, the lady who was selling, the son just ran to the scene, giving her a phone because it was ringing. She had a missed call. Can you imagine that? And this other girl was on the ground bleeding. The people who were beating her up were so much in shock that they could not even take her and rush her to the hospital. Can you imagine that? Oh my goodness. When you're going out every day, just pray for God to really protect you before you fall prey to these kinds of people. What happened to you taking the person to the authorities if you even find out that they really stole? Just for the sake of it. I know sometimes our authorities can be paid off, but yes, just to be on the safe side, take the person to the authorities. If you so doubt them, if you're so convinced, take them to the authority. It's easier to arrest somebody and take them to a place where they can be treated fairly if they are truly guilty than you taking the laws into your hands. Just imagine you were the one in that scenario. Would you have loved that you should be beaten for a crime that you didn't commit? And even if you were guilty, are you the one who is supposed to take the laws into your hands? Please, let's think again. The next time you see someone in trouble, you see people beating someone, you see jungle justice happening, don't be a part of it. If you want to be a part of it, be on the side where you want to help the person. That's how I also heard of a story that a lady was beaten up until she had a miscarriage because people thought she gave children something that was actually a problem to their system. Meanwhile, it wasn't. They later on found out that she wasn't guilty. It's so bad. The world is so full of negativity. Everybody wants to drop their frustration on somebody or someone. Don't be that person. Be the one who adds positivity to the society. It is very important. That really, I really got teary. I started crying. I couldn't believe it. and the lady was so bleeding. And I think she bled to death because the people actually started leaving one at a time, one by one. It's so bad. We don't want that. We don't want to be in that scenario. Neither do we want to be the ones making that happen. So the next time you're in doubt of whether someone is guilty or not, just take them to the authorities. That is better. And we all are going to be on the safe side. On Real Inspiration, I always get to say I love you so very much, but God loves you way, way more. Get to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all our updates. Princess Clitin always says, I love you so, so very much from the depths of my heart, but God loves you way, way more. Get to meet him and you'll testify.